Hello out there. Hi, Samantha.
Hello.
Um, Hi, we're starting a new series again, sort of. It's another review cap thing. Me and Samantha really want to talk to everybody out there about Disney Channel original movies, as they're now called, although we just called them Disney Channel movies when we were in high school. So I was just telling Samantha, I looked on Wikipedia and I wrote down how many movies were made each year since like 1997 till 2015. And the most were made like when we were in high school. So we're basically doing this because I'm overzealous and nostalgia, basically. Just a quick little, let's see, I guess disclaimer in a way, and then we're going to get into some questions. That we're probably not going to see certain movies that were tied into TV shows that either of us may not have seen because it's kind of hard. We can, but like sometimes it's hard to follow those. And we're not going to be like trying really hard to find them. So if they're really hard to find or like, whatever reason, we're probably just going to skip it. And then like if we can see it later, we'll see it later. So this is for fun. This is not like a big work of like reviewing stuff. It's just nostalgia and overzealousness as usual. It's the motto. This should be the motto of Bubblegum Social Club: nostalgia and overzealousness, because that's a word. Anyway, Samantha, do you have any thoughts about this journey we're about to go on?
Well, I'm very excited, first of all, because, like you said, you were looking at the Wikipedia entry about when the most, like, how many were made since I think you said 97. And, like,
Yeah.
a vast majority were, like, 2000 to 2004, which was basically our high school years. So very formative time for a majority of these movies to be coming out, and I loved them. So yeah, I was really into Disney Channel original movies. They featured fun characters and fun stories and simple. They're simple stories, so I'm for the most part. So I think we'll have a lot of fun diving into what's behind that and the more complicated stories and the character archetypes they created and things like that. So and plus, yeah, totally nostalgic.
Yeah. I still love. They haven't changed. It's
No,
kind of insane how much they have not changed, except for like I think Teen Beach Movie is the most self-aware out of all the movies, way more than High School Musical.
mm-hmm.
And I can't wait till we get to that one because I've been like wanting to force up people to watch that for so long.
Well, it's funny you asked. Sorry to interrupt. You
Let's
asked
go ahead.
me some questions, some pre-questions before we started the video, and one of your questions was the one I was dreading the most, and I was sort of thinking about that. Like, I'm not sure. I think they most of them would be kind of fun. I mean, then I started thinking about it more. I was like, I think I'm dreading High School Musical the most because I've avoided it this long.
Oh
And
man,
also
dude.
because I think I'm probably gonna love it.
Okay, I have a feeling you're gonna love the first one. I love the second one. It's a disaster. I don't love it because of the whole Troy Bolton song that you'll see. Anyway, I have that movie on DVD and I have the soundtrack and I have the second soundtrack. I've never seen the third one though, so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, just for reference, according to Wikipedia, so obviously I don't know if this is 100% right, but um, in the year 2000 they made 12. In the year 2001 they made 10. Up into that it was like 1987 to 1988, 3, 1997, and then
Mhm.
it goes like 7, 6, 7 up until 2000, like on and off until 2007 when it's like 4 or 3 every year until like 2011 when they made 5. And then according to this, in 2013 they only made one movie, which was Teen Beach Movie. And I don't believe that. Like I feel like that's impossible, but I
Mhm.
could also see maybe they were working on other things. I don't know, we'll find out. I'll try to do more research.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I jumping off of the which one are you dreading the most, which one do you think is not going to stand up to rewatching the most, except for all of them, but besides, which will be the worst in terms of rewatching it?
Ooh, interesting. I wasn't prepared for that question. That's a really good one. Which one will not stand up? Well, I think a lot of them may not stand up, to be honest. But I don't know. Because they're kind of so entrenched in our nostalgia. I mean, we're both good at analyzing stuff like this, but it may be hard to come up with ones that don't stand up because they're so entrenched.
I feel like the ones that might be most difficult to watch are the ones that are a bit more preachy, which unfortunately are usually like the girl power ones.
Probably
Uh,
true.
yeah, I'm not saying that like they're not going to be fun or that like young kids today wouldn't enjoy them. It's just that they will be so preachy that
But
it'll be a little
yeah,
bit
no,
like,
that's, I think, yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm trying to say, is that I think we'll be able to find flaws in especially the girl power ones. Because they can be very formulaic and very simplistic.
yeah.
But there's an argument that, maybe those aren't so, that's not such a bad thing in what they were trying to do, or we may find a lot that's wrong with them. But I can't think of anything real specific, any specific one that would.
Yeah. The only one I can think of is the one where, but I didn't like it when I was a kid, where there's like a blonde girl and she steals Santa Claus's snow
Oh,
globe.
yeah.
And every time I think, I don't know why, but I think I just didn't like the idea of her stealing something and then creating eternal snow. It was Frozen before Frozen, and I something about that movie like makes me uncomfortable. I also never saw like Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior because I just I was like right on that cusp of like I don't really want to watch these anymore before I like crashed back into it. I seem to do this in ways where I'm like watch all the Disney Channel stuff and then I'm like okay I'm done and then it comes back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So which one stands out most in your memory? I have a guess, but I'm curious what your answer to that
Oh,
is.
you do.
Yeah.
Stands out most of my memory. Well, I'd probably have to say, just in terms of quintessential like Disney Channel movie-ness, probably Xenon.
Oh, Xenon. I was gonna say Halloween Town.
Oh, that one too. That one too. It was kind of a tie because we had already talked about Halloween Town
Yeah.
on the show, so I was like,
Yeah.
I'll choose the other one of the tie. That's probably like that movie was sort of the sweet spot for me, I guess, in terms of like age and then the type of character and yeah, it was kind of the one that it clinched me, and I think it's probably like that one through like Twitches. Or
Twitches.
like I didn't watch a whole lot before Xenon. I didn't watch a whole lot after Twitches. So it's like it sort of started my Disney Channel original movie like kick, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And I also like I want to make a list that maybe we can work on this before we do the next episode where we actually watch something of like what the beats or the like tropes are. I still don't totally understand what a trope is, but I'm gonna figure it out. Like I know what it is, but I couldn't explain it to somebody else. But like what they are for a Disney Channel movie because there's like a different genre of Disney Channel or DCOM as they're now called, which I think is whatever. I don't like that name, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Yeah, I'm like they say it like all the time on other YouTubers who like cover Disney stuff. They always call them DCOMs.
It took me forever to figure out what it meant.
Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah,
it's not just a movie; it's an original movie.
Yeah, it's just a DCM.
DCM, but yeah, there's like genres within it, and there's one that I have a theory that it's like the Manic Pixie Dream Boy. That I feel there's a genre of that in Disney Channel movies. Where,
oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah, absolutely. There was even one recently where like I didn't even watch it. I just saw like the end where her and her friend use science to create the perfect boy. And he helps them get through their problems, especially her reconnected with her dad and then realize that like, the guy that likes her is the guy she wants to be with because the other guy is a robot. So I was like, this is amazing. This is basically
that is awesome.
Like, yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah. So, and that was just like a couple years ago. So, that's like one of my favorite. And then, there's like rich kid has to like become like normal person. And we need to make like a list.
Yeah,
and then that way we can like rate it to how good it is.
Yeah.
In like regular terms and how good it is in Disney Channel terms.
Oh my god, we so need to do that.
Yeah. We'll have to brainstorm.
So excited.
Okay, let's see. I feel like we kind of covered my other question, which was what do you think will stand out to you as you watch these, especially ones you've already seen? I don't even know what that question means. What do you think, Samantha?
Well, I'm actually more interested in the ones that I haven't seen because the ones that I did see, because they were, and I think created to be so formative and they're so simplistic that the stories kind of like stay in your mind. And I did watch them multiple times, you know, when I was a kid, but that's kind of what you did. You went home, you watched Disney Channel, and it was Disney Channel original movie. So I saw a lot of those ones between, you know, 97-ish to 2002, multiple times, and I loved them and they stuck in my head. So I'm more interested in the ones that I haven't seen, and I'm not sure how I'm going to relate to them. And
Yeah. There's some that like there's one that came out recently. No, actually it was a few years ago. My version of recently just fluctuates wildly.
I know 10 years ago is still 1999 for me.
Yeah, seriously. But it's called Radio Rebel, and I was like, Samantha would love this. So I'm looking forward to. I almost want to like start with that one. I don't know. I don't know whether we should go in like chronological order or if we should just kind of.
I think it would be really, really cool to go chronological, because then we'll also see like the fashion changing and the technology changing and like.
Yeah, that would be good. Maybe we'll do that. And I will on the Tumblr, like, you know, every time I'm way behind, but every time I post an episode, I try to post like gift sets of, you know, things that we've been watching, so anybody who hasn't seen them can kind of go look and get a visual for what it is that we watched. So if you're curious, if you're watching this and you're like, what are they even talking about? You know, I'll have some stuff in the Tumblr to kind of give us a clue. Get a Clue, which was the one that Lindsay Lohan was in that we talked about. That had apparently a very inappropriate like song as the theme song, but I guess nobody noticed or cared.
It was a weird movie.
I don't remember the movie. I just remember the theme. They played the song for the movie over and over, and oh no, just no, make it stop.
I know. Yeah.
Yes. So there's so many. I don't even know like which one I'm dreading. I think the one I'm dreading the most is that like Christmas one. I don't even remember why. Just for some reason I don't want to. But the ones that I'm more excited about seeing are like the more recent ones that I missed. Like there's one classic like TV star has to pretend to be a normal person and girl is like annoyed with him, but then of course they end up together. So I'm looking forward to that one, mainly because the guy who was in it was in the show Sunny with a Chance. That what's her name? She's really famous and I forgot her name. What is her name? She sings. She's a singer. She's young. Oh my gosh. Anyway, she was in that. I don't remember her name. I can see her face. I'm totally blanking on her name. But he played sort of like her antagonist love interest, and he was so good. He was so funny, and his timing was so good. And I was just like, I wish you a fruitful career because you were hysterical, kid. So I'm looking forward to that. I of course don't remember what it's called. It's like Star something. I'll put the names in like the notes for the show. But yeah, basically he's like a celebrity, and then he has to like hide out for reasons with this girl who's like super annoyed with him. It's super like Singing in the Rain. Like, I don't like you, but like secretly I'm like totally in love with you. So, or anyone where they have to like switch places.
Yes.
Switch body.
Yeah.
A lot of body switching.
There's a lot of body switching. I love, one of my favorites was, oh God, the model, it was Justin Timberlake.
What? Wait, what? Which one was
Maybe
that?
this isn't a Disney. I think it's a DCOM though.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Yeah, no, it's the model that switches places with like the geeky artist girl.
Yeah. There's one where the sister, okay, the science nerd sister turns the other sister, older sister, who's cool, invisible, and then science nerd sister has to pretend to be her. And I was like, how does that even work? Don't people know what she looks like? I don't. What?
You're not talking about Wish Upon a Star.
No, but that's a good one. That one is so good.
I love that one, especially for like the like mid 90s like silver lipstick.
Yeah, and you know the other thing is that if you watch them in chronological order, you get to see how much they've gotten more candy and like aimed at skewed younger. They did that when we were growing up too, but that one was pretty adult for the Disney Channel. So yeah, the one I'm talking about came out recently, and it's with a girl who's in Girl Meets World. So that was like her Disney Channel movie, and I was just watching it like, what even is that? Doesn't make any what? He doesn't look like her sister. I mean, they have brown hair and like similar skin tone, but other than that, I don't understand. Anyway,
you know what's an interesting thing I just thought of is the fact that there's a kind of an impressive amount of male-oriented stories rather than girl-oriented stories, like Johnny Tsunami, the Merman one, which is an interesting topic. I can't wait to get to that one.
Yeah, Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish.
The house one.
Yeah, house one.
Smart House, I think.
Smart House, and probably a couple others. But I mean, that's like a very small handful that do focus on male-oriented stories. And so I think that's a very interesting point to delve into if we want to.
Well, I mean, even we could. I made a spreadsheet, guys. I made a spreadsheet. Is anybody surprised? Nobody's surprised.
I've been on the spreadsheet.
Yeah. And I'm hoping I can find it on here. The thing is interesting is I honestly think that they skew more towards girls now than they used to. I think when it first started, Disney Channel was for like, obviously gender is a social binary that's made up through our society, blah, blah. But in terms of Disney Channel terms, there was like, boy movies, girl movies, and Disney Channel was for both boys and girls. And then now it's more girls to the point that they started a new channel called Disney XD to make it more like skewed boys, which the interesting fact about that is that the first Disney Channel cartoon that was, I guess, like run by a woman is on Disney XD, which is the channel for boys, and it's about a girl and a guy. So I was just like, this is interesting. It's Star versus the Forces of Evil, and it's one of my like all-time favorite cartoons. But yeah, so let's see, is this the spreadsheet I say as I yeah, so the first I was thinking of like Quince. Oh, Stepsister from Planet Weird. I can't wait to rewatch that one.
Oh my god. Definitely weirded me out, no pun intended.
Yeah, right.
When I first saw it, but it was really sweet. I enjoyed that one. And the red-haired girl that is the actress in that one, like, she was on Disney Channel pretty majorly for like a hot second, and I really liked her. And
it's interesting how they just sort of disappear.
Yeah.
After a while. Yeah. Oh, Jet Jackson the movie. I love Jet Jackson the TV show. That's a sad story. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the other Halloween Towns because I've never watched them. So I'm looking forward. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yay.
Oh, dude, Cadet Kelly.
Okay. I have a lot of feelings about Cadet Kelly.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. Hilary Duff. Anybody who's into Hilary Duff.
Good movie, but I have thoughts.
Yeah. The Cheetah Girls. Did you ever watch the Cheetah Girls? Is that after?
I watched bits and pieces of it. I never saw the whole thing.
Yeah, that's in 2003, so that's around the time. And then there's the third Xenon movie. The amount of time that goes by between Xenon sequels is kind of a lot and a little surprising.
I honestly don't think I've seen the third one, so that's going to be fun.
Well, because the third one came out in like 2003.
Yeah, definitely
2004.
Definitely would not have seen it.
Yeah, we were seniors in high school. Tiger Cruise, whatever that is. Yeah. Now You See It, which I did not watch. Kim Possible's on here, but we probably won't watch that because that's a cartoon. But I love Kim Possible. And then on 2006 is High School Musical. If you want to just kind of make your brain explode about how much time has gone by. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm gonna watch High School Musical.
It's not gonna be honestly, comparatively, it's really not any different than any other.
Yeah, I just can't believe it because I know I'm gonna love it, and I'm gonna.
You mean you're gonna love? You're gonna love the story about the shy, nerdy girl who finds out that she can sing and then becomes the star of the musical. You're gonna love that movie. What a crazy!
To be that girl.
I know. Oh, I also cannot wait for you to watch Camp Rock. You're gonna lose your minds.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your minds. The girl from Camp Rock is the same girl from Sunny with a Chance. What is her name?
Oh, Demi Lovato.
Yes, thank you. I was like, it starts with a D, and she has dark hair. That's like all I could think of was like Demi Lovato. Yeah, so she was in Sunny with a Chance, and then she stopped. And but the guy who was her antagonist love interest was hysterically funny. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically it. Oh man, Geek Charming. That's a really good one.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that one.
I love that one. It's terrible. I love it so much.
I'm really looking forward to the older ones, though. Like, yeah. Double Teamed. Do you ever see Double Teamed?
No, but that's such a weird name.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good, so good, so good. That's one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah, the Jenny Project. Do you remember what that one is?
No, I don't know what that one is.
Okay, yeah. I know we need to stop because I'm basically just reading names and being excited.
No, we're just like talking to ourselves, basically.
Yeah, the 13th year is the mermaid one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Brink, Color of Friendship.
Brink.
I'm not looking forward to Color of Friendship.
What? That's one of my favorites.
Oh, I'm sure it's good, but it's just like super messagey,
Oh,
and I know I'm gonna be sitting there.
Yeah,
like,
it's very messagey, but it's pretty well done for a DCOM. It stands up there with
You wish.
well, it stands up there with some of the more unusual ones I think that they've done.
Yeah, the ones that feel like actual movies. And,
yeah,
and not like just
exactly.
Candy Factory, like Willy Wonka made them.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I just got a message. Somebody, Laura wrote Brink, so she's excited about that too.
Oh, hi, Laura.
So yeah, so we're like really looking forward to disassembling our childhood and putting it back together again.
Doesn't everybody want to do?
Based on like, you know, how many reboots and like nostalgia and fan art there is, I think everybody's going to be super into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually at a party where like they were talking about Disney Channel movies, and I was like, "Excuse me, are you talking about Disney Channel movies? Because I have a list of all of them." Excuse me. Yeah.
May I cut in?
Basically.
I would so do that.
Yeah. So yeah, probably either September, November. I realize there's been a lot of space. Like we did the Gilmore Girls first episode, and we haven't actually watched any episodes of it yet. It's just been a crazy. Summer is like packed. It's so strange. Yeah. It's kind of weird though how I feel like I have more time during the school year.
You know, things do tend to feel like they calm down like before the holidays.
Yeah, and then they get worse. Anyway, so yeah, I am working on making a schedule. If you've been watching the vlogs, you know that I haven't updated the vlog in a while, but I am working on things, and I am trying to figure out like how can we create a schedule so that we can do this regularly enough without me going completely insane. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. This is going to be really fun, and we also have very different perspectives on these movies since like I never stopped watching them until like I graduated from college. So and then I started watching them again. So it'll be like a fun.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I'm really excited. I love it. Okay.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So yeah, that's what's going to happen, and we're going to be doing some Disney DCOM madness, Disney Channel movie madness.
Woo!
Yeah. Review caps. Yeah, so thanks for listening, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye.